What are tax installments and are they mandatory? Thank you for joining me today. I'm Dalton Green of Green Financial Online Inc. and this is Tax in 10. Today we will address an issue that is both old and very new. What are tax installments and are they mandatory? There are two types of installment payments to the CRA. Before I begin with the details of each, I want to state up front that both types of installments can apply to GST returns, personal returns called T1s, and corporate returns called T2s. Let's begin with the oldest version of installment payments. This is when the taxpayer cannot pay the amount owed in full in one payment by the tax filing deadline. The taxpayer must pay the amount owed in installments. The timing of these installments has been used and accepted for many years now and seems quite stable. The timing, frequency, and amount is quite easy to calculate. Take the amount owing and divide by 8. Whatever 1/8 works out to be in dollars, send that amount to the CRA once a month for 8 months in a row. It is important that the monthly payments are back to back. Please remember to clearly label what the payment is for. So for T1s, you include your SIN number on the payment. For T2s, your corporate number. For GST accounts, a GST number. There is no need to contact the CRA to let them know you are going to make installment payments. In fact, if history teaches us anything, there are usually negative results to contacting the CRA when you do not have to. The newer version of installment payments is not to pay the amount owed from a prior tax return, but the assumed amount owed on revenue you have not made yet. Yes, the Prime Minister of the day decided that if you owe more than $3,000, again this applies to T1s, T2s, and GST returns, you will probably owe that much again next year. So go ahead and pay it this year. Yes, you pay the same bill twice this year, and interest and penalties apply if you do not. For example, you owe $4,000 on a personal tax return. You must file and pay this amount by April 30th to avoid interest and penalties. And you must also pay $1,000 on March 15th, June 15th, September 15th, and December 15th, or pay interest and penalties. Yes, you heard correctly. The return is due April 30th, but if you owe more than $3,000, the first installment is due March 15th. So please get in your space-time continuum machine, go back in time, and pay the first installment a month and a half before your return is due. Yes, the Prime Minister is quite a guy. Now, how do you know you have to make installment payments or pay interest and penalties? The CRA announced it will not send reminders or letters to taxpayers. The excuse given for not informing taxpayers of the new pre-revenue earning assumptive tax was that it was the best interest of the environment to not send reminder letters. I cannot make it up. This was the government's reasoning for not informing taxpayers of a new tax. So, your tax preparer will inform you before the tax return is filed of the results of the return and if installment payments need to be made. Green Financial Online Inc. will not file a return or receive payment for a return until the customer knows the results and understands their payment schedule. The next question people usually ask is, what if I pay too much in prepayment amounts? This can occur if your revenue drops or expenses increase compared to the year before. All prepayments are recorded on the return and the excess is refunded. You do get back the cash that the government held as an interest-free loan they forced out of you. The CRA does issue a summary of installment payments received, but as 80% of those summaries are wrong, meaning they miss reporting at least one of the payments, Green Financial Online Inc. does not accept or use them. Instead, during the 2-hour bookkeeping training lesson we offer all customers, one of the worksheets in the customized Excel file we make for each customer has a pre-installment tab where you record all payments made to the CRA. We find that customers do not forget to record prepayments they are forced to make. So that was installments explained, both old and new. I and everyone at Green Financial look forward to helping you. Thank you for watching this video, and if you need a tax professional or bookkeeping services to help you with your situation, please contact me at one of the following.